Good morning, everyone. I'm Samsudin El Kanakan from BSBA MK2C. In the subject of good governance, there are some questions that given. First is, what are the three branches of good governance? The three branches of good governance are legislative branch, executive branch, judicial branch. Legislative branch responsible for making laws in the United States. This is represented by Congress, which consists of the Senate and the House of Representatives. And the second, executive branch responsible for enforcing laws. This branch is headed by the President, who is supported by the Vice President, the Cabinet, and the various federal agencies. And the judicial branch responsible for interpreting laws. This branch is comprised of the court system, with the Supreme Court being the highest authority. These branches work together to ensure a balanced power, preventing any one branch from becoming too powerful. The second question, what is the purpose of good governance? The purpose of good governance is to ensure that the administration of public affairs is conducted in a manner that is transparent, accountable, effective, and equitable. Here, for example, transparency. Good governance require that decision and process are open for security. The third question, what are the 8 basic elements of good governance? Explain each. The 8 basic elements of good governance are: participation, involves all stakeholders in decision making process, ensure that everyone's voice is heeded. For example, public consultation and forums allows citizens to contribute a policy's decision. Second, rule of laws. Legal frameworks should be fair and enforced impartially, protecting human rights and ensuring justice. Third is transparency. Process, institutions, and information are accessible to those concerned. Provide enough information in each understandable forms and media. Third is responsiveness. Institutions are process serve all stakeholders with a reasonable time frame. Third is consensus-oriented good governance. Mediates defining interests to each, a board conscious of the what is in the best interest of the community. Third, equity and exclusiveness. Ensure all members of society feel included and have opportunities to improve or maintain their well-being. This could mean policies that specifically target reducing inequality and protecting vulnerable groups. Effectiveness and efficiency. Process and institution produce results that meet needs while making the best use of resources. This could include implementing cost-effective public health programs that achieve a broad coverage. Accountability decisions makers in government. The private sector and civil society organizations are accountable to public and institutional stakeholders. Mechanism for accountability could include audits, performance review, and transparent reporting system. Last question. As a student, how can you contribute in upholding good governance in our country. As a student and for my own education, I can contribute by following the laws of the Republic of the Philippines. Through this, I can contribute and avoid bad activities. Thank you.